do you? This movie deals a lot with fate. Do you, in your personal life, believe in fate?
Well, it's people have been debating the fate versus free will question for millennia. But I like to think that my choices matter and that I'm responsible for my life. But when I look back at it, certainly there's such an incredible chain of events that have led me to where I am now that it's hard not to. I guess I should say it's easy to believe that fate has played a hand in my life, or at least luck has played a hand.
Well, there's this legend that you arrived in Hollywood with just like a script, and it just happened overnight.
Right.
So what is the truth behind that?
Well, I had been in the union for 10 years when we made Good Will Hunting. So I was Good Will Hunting really was written as a response to the fact that we couldn't get jobs. I started it when I was 22 and Ben was 20, and it came out when I was 27 and he was 25, and so I think that people became aware of us around that time. But at that, by then we'd been in LA for, I don't know, 8 years.
What do you recall of those years in LA?
Well, we didn't have any money. I remember that. I remember hating Los Angeles because, we lived so far away that if I had an audition, it would take me, 2 hours to get to Santa Monica and 2 hours to get back. And I remember, after we became famous and moved to a better neighborhood, and everything wasn't so far away, and I went, hey, this isn't so bad out here. I think when you have no money, it's tough to live anywhere. But I also have wonderful memories about that time. When you're in your early 20s and it's a very different. I look back with a lot of fondness on those years. It's obviously later on you grow up and you get married and you have children and you have a lot more responsibility and that's great too. But it's fun to think about how carefree those days actually were.
The Oscars are coming up, and there's two French actors named Gilles Lelouch and Jean-Paul Rouve that are coming, and they want to pull a Matt Damon. They want to give on the red carpet like a short film project to people. And so, what's your advice for them?
They want to come and give a
project to people on the red carpet and say, would you do this with us?
Well, they're welcome to try it. I don't think they'll have very much luck. That's normally not the way things are done. So it's hard to get people to if they're doing it as a joke, that's one thing, But because I've actually been offered projects on the red carpet, and I go, are you serious? What are you doing? This isn't the. But if it's a joke, I bet it's going to be very funny. Because the American reaction, I think, is going to be very interesting. Because people aren't going to know what is going on.
Well, if the joke were on you, would you do their project?
No.